So I was asked why I'm so passionate when it comes to youth athletic development or just working with the youth. And my whole thing is their development is my only concern. Because it's easy to coach the best kids or your so-called the guys, but what I take pride in is taking a kid that doesn't know anything. It's like a blank canvas, and not just to mold them into the best athlete. I try to build better people, better student athletes, if that makes sense. So if I can help a kid build his confidence, his self-esteem, make him more well-rounded, it's gonna automatically up the athletic side of things, if that makes sense.
So as you saw from the video attached, we chose a Twitter clip from the user Emmanuel Arsenault. Emmanuel is a former NFL player, Canadian Football League player as well for 13 years. But now he works as a youth development coach in sports and athletics. I'm doing some personal training as well, but he's also an accomplished public speaker. So as aspiring coaches ourselves, Vaughn and I were obviously struck by this clip. And believe it is something we would share to our own personal Twitters, potentially like or retweet. But again, it really communicates and connects with our love for coaching, but also just youth development as well when it comes to helping youth figure out themselves and kind of help have the sport positively impact their character and kind of set them up for the rest of their lives.
Okay, so bouncing off Emmanuel and Dylan, like the general public views kids who are within the world of athletics as more just trying to find a way as a professional. From Emmanuel's standpoint, it's more about the personal development rather than athletic development. Having a passion for athletic development within youth is more important than sport alone. It's not all about the players who are deemed better than others, but the children who are not so socially inclined. As we learned from class, identity development is more about trying to find your way within the class and the world in the way you choose to find your way through. Similar to us with the game of basketball, we play and teach more than we give credit for, creating daily habits that lead to winning results, often when the results are mental battles that we must combat to figure out what a kid needs to succeed, whether on or off the court or on or off the field. The general public may see it more as a punishment against the youth to have them working so hard, but when they believe in it, working hard is just what comes with it. Ooh.
So we do believe it is factual, and although it is, kind of more so a personal statement of his experiences and thoughts, there's a lot of great nuggets in there that we took away when it comes to factual as well. And something he said that really stuck with us was he talked about how development is his only concern and how that's most important when it comes to positive youth development. And believe that's factual. And it's, when you think about sports, you think about winning and losing, which is great. But when development, is the main focus, that's how you win in life. And winning and losing isn't as important in sports as the development aspect. So that, along with a great quote at the end, we said reps allows a child to build confidence, not only in their sport, but builds confidence in other areas of their life. Specifically, social confidence, which in turn can really help them with their development going forward. So really, like Emmanuel said, just the community that sports build and helping build their identity and kind of figuring out who they are within themselves with experiences, those reps, comes the confidence, again, like I mentioned, which they'll need for all areas of their life.
As you can see, we had Dylan reach out to the creator of the original Twitter video, Emmanuel Arsenault, former NFL player. We hadn't heard back from me, of course, but as you can see, we reached out with our thoughts and reflections on where we felt was most beneficial from what we heard and like how we felt going through this program, what we can gain from it, and how it connected to the assignment ahead. I mean, the biggest part for it was really just about the way you build connections with the youth through adult relationships and through youth athletic development, which we want our careers to go into. We figure out that it's best to understand commitment through trust and truth, and understanding that kids have to learn from a certain aspect versus like an array of things that you can give into a child that just leads them in the wrong direction. the lessons that you can learn from athletics brings them so far, yet so close to their realities. So us understanding that, we just send them a response, not necessarily publicly, but publicly, privately, to understand how we can gain that understanding and conversation within what he tried to portray throughout his video. So this is just us having an example and reaching out, and then making sure that we had an understanding of what he actually wanted to say and what we wanted to gain from it. All right, we heard everything from us, so now we all come together, and we want you guys to respond to as much as you can based on what we told you, and hopefully in the comments give us some reflection based on what you think our content gave you, and hopefully we can get that same from your videos as well. From us, we say when children are a byproduct of the adults that were once the children before them. No matter the realm or intersection you have to connect with the youth you serve, we must cherish the impact that we have on a child's life and the ways we choose to connect with them. Teaching youth any skill is a bond or a way to grow with a child and able to develop lifelong relationships that extend to personal development in different situations. Stuttered a little bit there, I'm not gonna lie. And we're good. All right. Now that you heard everything that me and Dylan have had to say, we reflected, we reached out to the editor and creator, we understand how we feel about athletics and youth athletic development, and how we wanted to portray our content and our reflection onto you guys. Now it's time for us to hear from you. So I'm gonna give you a chance to hear back from you, and we'll respond back later. Y'all still here? Hold up. Well, since we back, we can't hear what you guys are saying, but we do appreciate everything that you guys have to say. So we are going to take time to read everybody's comments. Make sure that you leave something for us to respond to. We will reflect on everybody's video and hope that we have a chance to reflect on a lot of your guys' assumptions or questions you may have for us. But given the time, gotta submit it for the due date. Catch you guys later.